guys, welcome to my channel where we discuss anything and everything to do with mental health and psychology. This vlog will be the selection test that I went through, and let's just say it's not going great. There's no real guidance on it, how to do it. The only way that you would, from what I'm going through, is that you would have experience of it as if you had done it before. I've searched it on YouTube, I've googled it, trying to find like just examples, which, yeah, I can only find examples for medicine and dentistry, which I kind of looked at just to get a vibe of what it's about, but from that it just seems like you need to know your ethics. So my selection test is the situational judgment test, and from that I've just learned that maybe you need to go through your ethics, which I'm doing right now. So I'm going through the BPS ethics, ethical practice, basically anything to do with clinical psychology and ethical practice, basically. Yeah, so I'm going through research ethics because I don't know what's going to come up. So research ethics and normal, like, generic practice ethics. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do well, to be honest. I have a few days until that test is coming up, and I do not feel prepared at all. Yeah, we do not have high hopes. And to be honest, before I selected this university, I should have looked at what situational judgment test is and whether there's any practices, because I don't feel, you know, like how I spoke about in the last vlog where it was like the uncertainty and it just breeding anxiety and things like that. Probably because I can't tolerate uncertainty, maybe. Maybe this is just an indication of that, but yeah, I don't think it's going to go well. I'm trying to stay hopeful, but realistically, do I feel prepared? No, definitely not. Even though I know what ethical practice is, and like I know what to do in situations, like a variety of situations because of experience and things like that, I just don't know what to, like, you know, what the assessment is, basically. It's not like a research methods test where it's like, you know, research methods questions are going to come up, quantitative, qualitative, you know, the statistics are going to be there, things like that. Whereas this, I'm just like, it's a free-for-all. In terms of, like, you don't know what's going to come up. So yeah, next time I vlog is probably after I've already done it. Because I have nothing else to add apart from I'm lost, I'm struggling, and I do not know what I'm doing. Which is the summary of this process. Okay, well, that exam did not go great. So it was like 30 minutes? I have no idea, my brain is all frazzled. So basically, I didn't finish. Even at the beginning of the exam it says that we gave like plenty of time. Yeah, I didn't finish. I did the questions were actually quite easy. I think that, like, the layout just confused me, because it was just like, oh, if you press next, because at the beginning it didn't really, unless I'm like, you know, I just missed it, it didn't really tell you like the order the questions would be in. I just feel very, like, you know, when you have an exam and then, like, your mind's like racing while you're doing it, and then you're just like, it's ended, and you're just like, okay. That's how I feel right now. I had like 3 questions left. I think I tried to click stuff, like random stuff for the other ones, because there's no like minus points or anything like that for getting it wrong. Yeah, I'm just going to assume this is another rejection, and not in like a critical way. I just think realistically the questions were not that bad. So I think for me, the bar is set low. I think this is going to be a rejection. Because you get a point for every thing that you mark. So what the situational judgment test is like a question, and then there's like options, like I think there were 5 or 6 options, and you get a mark for each option you place in the correct place. So if you get like number 1 and you mark number 1 for that one, you get a point. If you get number 2 right, you get a point, whatever it is, irrespective of if you get the other ones wrong. So I'm thinking, yeah, I potentially missed out on quite a lot of points by missing 3 questions out. Again, I think this is a bit similar to my other rejection, where I'm just like, at least it's not my top choices. I think once I start getting my rejections for my top choices, I'm not gonna feel that happy. Yeah, not to say this is a bad uni or anything like that, but if it was out of any of the 4, because at the end of the day you need 1 space and you need 1 offer to get a place, if that makes sense. So all I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, at least it's not your top choice. Because I think I would be like devastated if this was my top choice, and I didn't get in. Yeah, but we should just wait. I don't know how long I have to wait for to get a response, but this exam was not it. I think you can just tell the tone of the video is just going like, you know, downhill. Yeah. So I think a lot of it is with the rejections. I think a lot of people expected me to get in, or almost like expected me to find it like, I don't know what the phrase is, like plain sailing, because I'm already a therapist. Even though like I think generally when I apply for things, because I believe in fate and whatever's meant to be yours will always be yours, I'm almost like on the fence, like I'll get in, or if I'm meant to get in, I won't get in if I'm not. And then either way is the best thing for me. But I think it's almost like the embarrassment of, I don't know if embarrassment is the right word, but like like I feel like somewhat, I don't know what the right word is, but it's somewhere along those lines. Like something, like almost like embarrassed to tell people that I didn't get in. Or like almost like embarrassment / disappointment. And not that like logically I know they won't be disappointed. But I think they have that expectation that I will get in. And I think a lot of that is, like sometimes I wish I just didn't tell anyone and just like, you know, applied in private. But I think I'm feeling a lot of pressure from other people. Not that it's intentional pressure, but like they're excited for me and they almost have like this conviction that I'm gonna get in. If only these people were like, you know, reading my application. But I think I've still got 2 chances left, so we are still on the fence. We're not going to get off just yet. So we shall see. So guys, the selection test, I was right. It did not go well. And yeah, I didn't get selected. They said it was purely based on the selection test. Because they say, oh, the reason you weren't selected, and then the reasoning or whatever. So yeah, we knew that was coming. Am I feeling sad, or how am I feeling? I would say, I don't know, it's not my first choice, let's just say that, or my second choice. Yeah, I think it was like my third. Not that it's not a good university, I just prefer the other 2 universities. So I think hope is still there. Like, you know, that glimmer of hope. I think when it's like getting rejections from my first 2, then, you know, things are going to start getting dim really quickly. Yeah, this is a draining process, let me just say, and I think you don't appreciate how draining it is and how intense it is until you go through it. Like, it's a whole whirlwind of emotions, because I was annoyed before as well, because I was like, if there was more guidance I probably would have done better. But then I think, yeah, what can you do? This is just the doctorate process. I don't think I prepared enough. I didn't know how to prepare. I think it was a mixture of things, but yeah, I'm feeling drained with this whole process, to be honest. Because it's like uncertainty, rejection, not being told why, and it's just like, okay, thank you, I guess. But anyway, we move on. We still have some chances of getting on. Yeah.
We move on. Hopefully these vlogs get better. If not, there's going to be a rip.
You know, gonna need some kind of CBT for uncertainty, to be honest. Oh, well, at least this is skills practice.